Yes.
मतलब maybe listed on the 22nd, right? The non-payment of area salary, including the
22nd.
22nd.
20
It is different.
For admission motion.
Very much important.
Admission or motion.
Order.
Order. So it is all motion days declared.
Yes.
For 1 week. So we'll have it in January. 5th of January, 3rd of January, any date you want.
Maybe so.
3rd of January for orders.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of a case, new case, Lordship, newly filed, Lordship.
Motion.
Motion.
All right. If the defects are cleared, it will come.
Lordship, two number of mention I have, Lordship.
Hmm?
Two new cases.
2 numbers.
Yes.
All right. List on Friday, Thursday, Friday, anything.
May I please the Lordship? For minor correction in child protection application.
Today,
No, my lord, tomorrow.
tomorrow, all right. Tomorrow.
All right.
May it pleases your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of a WPC Lordship in admission.
Admission will be in January.
Lordship,
List
then
in the, have it on, what was it? 12th of January.
Lordship.
Lordship, with the concern of the other side, I beg to mention item number 33, Lordship.
33.
33.
All right.
Matter may be fixed after reunification, Lordship.
At the request of MS S.A. Khalifa, with the consent of the council for the respondents, matter stands adjourned. You are for petitioner or respondent?
Petitioner. And for the respondent number 6.
Respondent 6. You are for the petitioner. Any objections?
No.
All right. Matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yes.
We have back to mention item number 40, 41 and 42. These three matters has been wrongly listed, Lordship.
Why wrongly listed?
Lordship, these three matters pertains to tax matters and
This bench is taking up serious matters pertaining to all.
Lordship, this matter come up along with item number 39, Lordship.
That is a
Because of the
different
last
issue.
occasion they have
You wait. Wait for the matters to be called up. Yes. Yes.
My lord, we have received instruction just now, my lord, over WhatsApp. As per instruction, my lord, 2010, the pension paper was forwarded to the AG. But due to delay, that was when they objected. Why delay submission is there, my lord. Thereafter, again, my lord, 2023 June, my lord, they have resubmitted it. And thereafter, my lord, they have not received any acknowledgement from the AG. It is the instruction, my lord. As on today.
Who's for the AG? Yes.
Last occasion, I have submitted a letter, my lord, on the 18/10/2023, my lord. It was written to from senior accounts officer, my lord, to my lord, deputy secretary, government of Assam, my lord, transport and
Transport.
development department. In this secret, we asked, my lord, this I'm reading, my lord, inviting a reference to the Honorable High Court, WPC so and so. I am to state that the annexures 11. The above petition where they mention the pension case of late.
They have not received any pension case, Mr. Sutia.
My lord.
As per this letter, AG office has not received anything.
No, my lord, they have said, my lord, 17 June 2003, again they have submitted, my lord.
When?
On, my lord, 17 June 2020.
This is a letter of 1810.
Any letter? Letter?
1810.
2010. They have sent it, my lord, 17, my lord. 17 June.
I know you have said that, but this letter of 1810 says that they have not received it.
Not received. My lord,
So-
then I will have to again take instruction, my lord, why it is not.
Why your instructions are always not complete? It has to be complete. By which document, by which
Yes.
letter they have sent it?
The letter was.
This letter hand over to my lord, additional senior government advocate Goswami also. I hand over this letter.
We have a copy here.
Yes.
Yes.
My lord,
Who has given you these instructions?
this is my lord, Sanukya Joint J.K. Goswami, my lord. Senior government.
He is your colleague.
Additional senior government.
Who has sent these instructions?
This one, Malad Deputy Secretary, Malad Transformation and Development Department.
So they are not aware, they have not gone through the records properly. This is a letter, either they have to say that this letter from AG is not received in their office.
This is a Malad letter dated Malad
Don't-
1612.
60?
2023 letter, this letter.
I know. By that letter, what is been communicated to you?
But they have communicated to me that Malad, they have submitted earlier 2010, that was delayed. Objection was raised by the.
No, when was it sent last?
Last Malad 17 June 2023,
17
June
June.
6 years.
18 October 23 is a letter from the Accountant General saying that there is no record. This letter was handed over to the Government Council on the last occasion. It is on this letter that the instructions were sought to be received.
Yes, but on the basis of that, Malad, this instruction has been perhaps tell.
No, this instruction does not tally.
And they also say, it is also mentioned here that the official record regarding the acknowledgement or receipt of the Office of the Accountant General Assam could not be furnished since the record prior to the last 10 years had already been destroyed. Last sentence.
So you are giving us piecemeal information. You did not read out that portion in the first place.
So now I will contact J.K. Goswami Malad at 2 p.m. Malad.
No, your records have been destroyed. You'll have to create a new file now.
Last 10 decades. So far, they have said that they have resubmitted the pension papers on 17 June 2000.
How can they say that when the records are destroyed?
That record is an earlier record perhaps. Copy and close as well. Malad, I will download it, Malad. I will again, Malad, see, but at 2 p.m. Malad.
Not.
I will try.
May not be.
থাকিব।
May not be after vacation.
Yes, after vacation.
ঠিক আছে।
Mr. T.C. Sutia, learned
মই ল'ম দিয়ক।
additional senior government advocate, will obtain instructions on the communication dated 18/10/2023 issued by the Accountant General's office to whom is it addressed?
Malad, Deputy Secretary to Government of Assam.
Deputy Secretary, Government of Assam, Transformation and Development
Development
Department, informing them that the pension case of late Sankar Datta, former Deputy Director, has not been received by the Office of the Accountant General. Mr. Sutia will obtain specific instructions as to the status of the pension papers, if forwarded to the Office of the Accountant General by the Department of Transformation and Department of Transformation and Development. List in the month of January.
4th January, Malad.
4th January. Okay. 4th of January. Mr. Medi appeals for Accountant General. Yes.
Kindly peruse 24/11, Malad 23. Is honorable directed to receive instruction, Malad. Case is otherwise covered, Malad Sandita Roy. Kindly see, Malad, page 25.
Who is for the respondents on the last occasion? Mr. Dhor had appeared.
Or my lord.
Where is Mr. Dhor? Heard learned counsel for the parties. None appears for the respondent department. By earlier order dated 24/11/2023, the government councils were permitted opportunity to complete their instructions as to whether the writ petition stands covered by the orders passed in WPC 1089 of 2015 within brackets Sanjita Roy, reported in 2019 to GLT 805. Learned counsel for the petitioner has been heard. Pleadings on record have been carefully perused. The judgment of Sanjita Roy has also been carefully perused, which has subsequently been upheld in a writ appeal.
Writ appeal, my lord.
What is the number?
Number, my lord,
Writ appeal number so and so, passed by division bench of this court. It is seen that the judgment of the coordinate bench in Sanjita Roy has been upheld by the division bench of this court, and the issues raised in this writ petition stand squarely covered by the said judgment. Accordingly, the writ petition stands allowed in terms of the judgment and order dated so and so, read with the order dated so and so, passed in writ appeal number so and so, and the petitioners are. It is held that the petitioners are entitled to their claim of family pension and other area retirement benefits in respect of the petitioner's late husband. Stop. The respondents are directed to forthwith process the necessary papers relating to the claims of the writ petitioner, and thereafter pass appropriate orders releasing the area salary and the retirement and pensionary
It's
benefits.
not area salary, area pension.
Pension, area pension.
Well.
Writ petition stands disposed of. Mr.
R. Ahmed.
R. Ahmed appears for
Number 5.
respondent 5. Mr. Chakraborty for
Respondent number 2.
respondent 2. All right, disposed.
Obliged. Obliged.
Yes.
Instruction is still short form
Yes.
regarding.
Lordship, instruction received, but it was not adequate and proper instruction. So Lordship may dispose of the matter in the light of Ajay Chaudhary case.
Ajay Chaudhary, suspension.
Yes, Lordship.
You are still under suspension.
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
Heard learned counsels for the parties. This writ petition is filed by the petitioner, putting to challenge the suspension. The order of suspension dated
18/3/2020.
18/3/2023, whereby the petitioner was put under suspension. Stop. The petitioner claims that he has been under suspension without any review, and this is violative of the law laid down by the apex court in Ajay Kumar Chaudhary, reported in so and so, and which has also been relied upon by this court in Rafiquddin,
AK Udhapok.
Ajit Sonwal, and Mrigan Haloi. Reported in so and so, so and so. You were arrested.
No, it was 6-1 under.
This petitioner was working as an assistant engineer PWRD East Guwahati Territorial Road Division. And during his service, pending trial of departmental proceedings, the petitioner was put under suspension under 6(1) of the Assam Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1964. Stop. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that any departmental proceeding drawn.
So cause notice was issued. I replied to the so cause notice, but thereafter inquiry officer issued me a notice on 12/9/2023 for a clearance. I appeared, but that is also pending.
Pursuant to the petitioner being put under suspension, the department proceeded to issue a show cause notice to the
Annexure
petitioner.
2, Lordship. So cause notice. Page 14.
YD show cause notice dated 24/6/2023. The show cause notice contained as many as 12 charges against the petitioner. Stop. The show cause notice was accompanied by the statement of allegations, list of documents, and list of witnesses. Stop. Petitioner was called upon to respond to the show cause notice. Stop. The petitioner submitted his written statements,
On 27/2023. Annexure Kali.
submitted or his written statements on 20/07/2023. Stop. The disciplinary authority not being satisfied with the reply given by the petitioner appointed an inquiry officer. ID order dated 12th of September 2023. Stop. The inquiry officer issued a notice to the petitioner to appear before the inquiry officer. Inquiry officer issued notice.
Yes,
You appeared.
yeah, I appeared. But
Statements recorded.
Statements, the statements are not exactly recorded. They just verified some documents and told the petitioner that he will be intimated in due time.
Pursuant to the notice received from the inquiry officer, the petitioner appeared before the authorities. And thereafter, he was informed that as and when required, he'll be intimated to appear before the inquiry officer. Stop. The petitioner, the notice, when was the notice issued?
12/9/2023, page 28.
The notice of the inquiry officer was issued on 12/9. I got 12/9 to be true that the inquiry officer was not appointed by 12/9. Just right, inquiry officer was appointed. He appeared before the inquiry officer in terms of the notice dated 12/9/2023. Pursuant thereto, the inquiry officer intimated the petitioner that the
Register with. Register with.
as and when required, he'll be intimated and he has to appear before the inquiry officer. Stop. However, till date, there is no response from the inquiry officer. The petitioner has not been intimated the status of the inquiry. Stop. No review regarding the continuation of the petitioner being put under suspension was conducted by the disciplinary authority. Being agreed, he has approached his court filing the writ petition, putting to challenge the suspension order and the continuation thereof without any review. Para. MS S. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel, PWD. By earlier order dated 24/11/2023 was permitted to obtain instructions. Stop. You submit that the matter can be disposed of.
Lordship, because 3 months has been gone and instruction is not adequate, they have.
We have not issued notice, therefore we are asking you.
Yes,
If you want, we'll have to record that councils agree that the matter should be disposed of. We'll record it and we'll dispose it of. There's no problem. But we have to record it.
If review is not done.
review is not done, Lordship, and instruction is not adequate. They have seeking 10 days time. Or Parawai's comment. Yeah.
Because we have not issued notice in the matter.
Yes. Then Lordship, immediately after vacation. Immediately after vacation, Lordship.
Today, when the
notify.
matter is called up, MS S. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel, PWD, submits that although instructions have been furnished, but they are not adequate and complete. She prays for further time to obtain the instructions. Better. Considering the prayer made by the petitioner, let notice be issued, returnable on 9th of January,
Video.
the departmental council may complete her instructions and file a counter affidavit if so advised. Matter be listed for further orders on the returnable date, 9th January.
That communication I have placed.
Not necessary.
May please, your lordship. Well, here I was put under suspension, my lord, on 16/6/23, my lord.
Same.
Same lordship. Here also our instruction is not adequate, lordship. The instruction is not clear whether the review has been done or not, lordship. Only.
What is there to be clear or not? Either done or not done. As simple
Yes,
as that.
that is not here, lordship. The necessary steps are taken for review of suspension in respect of so and so, placed under suspension on 15/6/20, that is the instruction, lordship. Necessary steps are being taken. But that exact date, whether the review was done, whether after reviewing the extension, the suspension was extended, that order specific.
Charge sheet,
Yes.
not
Not-
issued.
not.
You were arrested,
No, my lord.
6/1,
Yes,
suspended pending deployal of department.
yes,
procedures.
yes.
Proceeding has been drawn against the lawsuit, and appointing inquiry officer has also been engaged lawsuit.
আগৰ ভাগটো কথা কয় হা? আগৰ ভাগ। Well, there are two aspects, my lord. First, my lord, they have to
So the
initiate.
problem is not that. We
Yes,
can
my lord.
dispose it off.
My
But you see, there's no notice issued.
Yes,
We'll have to issue notice. We have to give them an opportunity,
my lord.
fair hearing.
That's
We can dispose it off, provided the councils agree that we agree for a disposal.
What are the specific instruction I required, lawsuit,
For what?
whether the review has been done or not?
That's right. But you have been given opportunities, you have not
That
got
is
it.
their lawsuit.
So we'll issue notice, we'll fix it on 9th January.
There are two parts, my lord. First, my lord, whether departmental proceeding has been initiated within 90 days. First part, my lord. Second comes the review, my lord. Now,
Either or,
yes,
I don't know.
but it's not either or. I think as per Ajoy Chaudhary, there has to be a review
Yeah, within 90 days. Lawsuit.
within 90 days.
within 90
Yes.
days.
Yes,
Assuming there's a DP initiated,
Yes, my lord.
then also it calls for a review.
Yes,
Yes.
That is the principle. So merely because you have initiated DP doesn't mean you'll continue to be under
yes,
suspension.
yes,
Yes,
my lord.
yes.
You have to review and decide whether its suspension is necessary.
Necessary.
The concept is very simple. He's a government servant. You're paying him some amount.
Month.
He's not doing any work.
Yes, sir.
So why keep a man under suspension? And it is not a punishment.
This matter, lawsuit may can fix it on Friday, this Friday, lawsuit. I'll get it, lawsuit. If the review is done or not.
No, we'll fix it on Friday, provided we are capable of disposing of this matter. Only with that intent, either or. Either we reject his claim, dismiss the petition, or we allow it with some direction. And you will have to record your submissions that you agree for a disposal.
What it was to be added in the specific instruction.
Therefore, we'll issue notice.
And ninth has a fix for disposal, just I'll get it.
Mr. Dotto, Third Learned Council issue notice returnable on 9th. Since Learned Council appears,
That was specific.
no notices are waived. However, extra copies, if not already furnished, be furnished to the petitioner within the course of this week. The respondents are permitted to complete their instructions and file necessary affidavit if so advised. 9th,
But a small prayer, my lord. Can it be on 5th, my lord?
5th, all right, 5th of January.
I'm obliged.
Just I have received over telephone an instruction. The person he does not know about the review or departmental procedure, but he inform us that they are preparing the paragraph copy. They will sending it today evening, my lord. So let it be on a Friday, my lord.
We'll have it in January.
Notice, my lord.
Our learned counsel for parties issue notice returnable on 9th, 5th of January.
Notice to.
Mr. Sutia appears for the respondents,
2, 3, and 4, my lord.
2, 3, and 4. Mr. J. Hendick for 1.
One.
For 1. Since government advocates had entered appearance, notices are waived. However, extra copies be furnished within the course of this week. Respondents may file counter affidavit if so advised. List on 5th January.
Obliged, my lord.
May it please your lordship. On last occasion, lordship has directed us to produce the written instruction. Lordship, I have received the instructions.
What does it say?
This says lordship, it was a case of 6-2 lordship, deemed suspension matter, my lord.
Hmm.
The petitioner arrested on 1/8/2023,
Hmm.
deemed suspension order issued on 5/8/2023. Then the reviews of suspension order was done on 19/10/2023. It is still in force, my lord, and we have issued the show cause notice on 18/12/2023.
He was suspended on which date?
On 1/8/2023,
1/8.
my lord.
And review?
Review was done on 19/10/2023. On time, and we have issued show cause to the petitioner. In fact, in your lordship may kindly have a look the prayer portion, my lord. They have challenged the earlier suspension order. The order was in fact there was subsequently we have reviewed the suspension order. This order was not under challenge in this writ petition, my lord. The 1910 order is not under challenge here.
Where?
Page 12 of the writ petition, my lord.
1910, he is not aware perhaps. You have not,
Because we have give copy to him also.
you have served him.
Yes, lordship. My lord may kindly have a look my instruction. The 19.
My lord.
19.
Five.
Let me see.
What is the name of the petitioner?
Petitioner.
Subhash
name.
Doibari.
Subhash. Doyle.
Yes, Annexer 1, my lord.
Copy is shown to have been given.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, okay.
We have to challenge that order, my lord.
No, why? He has challenged the process. He has challenged the principle.
But we have followed the principle laid down in the Ajay Chaudhary case, my lord.
No, we'll examine that.
My lord. Lordship, madam, you should notice.
Mr. Soikia, let her file the response. These documents will be necessary.
Please note.
Safe. Why?
He is under suspension, my lord, since August.
9th, lordship. Lordship,
Hard-
8,
hard-
8, my lord.
Hard learned counsel for party notice. The government Standing Council Transport Department, MS MD Bora, submits that the instructions have been received, and as per the instructions, the review of the suspension was done within a period of 3 months. And presently, the department proceedings have been initiated and are underway. She therefore craves leave of the court to bring these instructions on record by way of an affidavit.
Sure.
Stop considering the questions raised in the writ petition as to whether the suspension and the continuation thereof is violative of the law laid down by the apex court in Ajay Chaudhary and followed by this court in so and so, so and so, so and so. This court deems it appropriate to permit the respondents to file counter affidavit to bring on record the instructions received.
Lordship.
Let the affidavit be filed on or before the next date. Issue notice returnable on
My lord, may
11th,
kindly-
my lord.
5th,
She has some problem on 9th, my lord. So, my lord, 11th.
11th,
Lordship,
right, 11th,
January.
sorry, 11th January.
2024.
Returnable on 11th January. By since the Standing Council already has entered appearances for the respondents, notices are waived. However, extra copies be furnished within a period of 1 week, if not already furnished in the meantime. Furnished.
Lordship, not required. I have scanned the petition copy and
Very
sent it to
nice,
the party.
very nice.
Very smart, my lord.
I'm deeply obliged, my
You
lord.
can
Other
take
case
back
of-
the instructions.
Lordship,
The other case also must be fixed on 11th. I don't know.
Other case, don't say other
Item
case,
number
give the number.
Item number 5.
Item number 5 also in 11.
I am deeply obliged, Lordship.
11.
May I please, Your Lordship? Petitioners are with limited prayer, Your Lordship. They are subject teacher and post teacher in various higher secondary school and junior colleges, Your Lordship.
Advance increment.
Lordship.
B.Ed completed.
Now completed, Your Lordship.
We had passed.
Also verified, Your
We
Lordship.
had passed similar orders. Do you have a
Yes,
copy
Your
of that
Lordship.
order?
Yes, Your Lordship. Yesterday also you have, Lordship has disposed of.
Yes, Mr.
Similarly.
Christie,
Yes, Lordship, the same order.
verify and pay.
Yes, that BTC director, they will verify.
All right,
It's under them.
disposed. Heard Mr. S. Ali
Lordship.
for the petitioner, Mr. Chisti for education, secondary education, Mr. Rava, S.R. Rava for BTC. The petition stands disposed of in terms of the order. Check up. Yes.
Deeply obliged.
Yes.
The brief petition is regarding not granting approval to the proposal for transfer of the petitioner in the Silchar block. In this connection.
Transfer. You want to go to Silchar?
Yes,
Why?
because he is facing tremendous hardship in the medical ground, and it is convenient for her to in the Silchar block if it is transferred.
Where is she posted now?
Lordship,
Where is she posted now?
posted in the now she is posted in the Borai Basti LP school in the Narsinghpur block, and she wanted transfer to the Ram Kumar Nandi LP school under Silchar block. And in this connection, Lordship.
Yes, yes, respondent.
Yes, Lordship. Earlier, her transfer petition was kept in abeyance, Lordship, due to a government order. But she had applied in online mode, Lordship, online portal. And the application which were on online portal, all our applications are verified, Lordship. And the verification will be completed by December.
Lordship, in this connection, Lordship, the petition has been filed by the petitioner for transfer. This was disposed the direction to the respondent authority to dispose the representation submitted by the petitioner.
Oh, but they're already examining it. Why issue another direction? Wait for some time. Wait for some time. Let the matter be listed in January. Let them have their instruction. It may have been resolved in the meantime. Wait for some time. Let it come in January. Heard learned counsel for parties. The petitioner is aggrieved by the non-approval of the proposal for the transfer of the petitioner, which is pending before the government for 7 years now. So petitioner is working in Borai Basti LP school. And she has preferred an application before the block elementary education officer. For relieving her from the post of head teacher of 373 number Borai Basti LP school. She wanted to get transferred where?
Ram Kumar Nandi LP school.
She preferred an application for seeking a transfer to Ram Kumar Nandi LP school in which block?
Silchar block.
Silchar block. The same has not received approval and has been kept pending. Under such circumstances, she has approached the authority by filing a representation dated 19/7/2023, which has also not been disposed of. Left with no option, the petitioner has approached this court. Para MSS Core Learned Counsel for the respondent submits that the petitioner submitted an online application seeking a transfer, and all these online applications are presently under scrutiny. And within the month of December,
Lordship.
appropriate orders are likely to be passed. Under such circumstances, let the matter be listed again on para under, in view of the submissions of the Standing Council, let the matter be listed again in the month of January, by which date the Standing Council will apprise the court on the prayers of the writ petitioner regarding the approval for a transfer. List the matter again on 11th. When can you give us?
Lordship.
When can the instructions come?
2 weeks, 3 weeks, Lordship.
Huh?
3 weeks, Lordship, after 3 weeks.
3 weeks, all right.
Lordship.
Let it be on 10th,
Lordship.
10 January. Meanwhile, the petitioner council will furnish extra copies to the Standing Council to complete her instructions. The copies be furnished within the course of this week.
This matter relates to non-payment of arrears salary. The petitioner, my lord, approached this honorable court also, that is page 78. And out of 13 petitioners, my lords, 2 had already been given the arrears salary, that is petition number 6 and 7 at page 78.
So we'll issue notice at this stage.
My lord.
Third learned council for the parties issue notice returnable 4 weeks. MSS for learned standing council appears for the respondents. All the respondents,
No, Lordship, 1, 3, and 4, Lordship.
1, 3 and 4.
Finance.
Two is
Mr. Borpuzari for finance. Let the respondents complete their instructions and if so advised, file their counter affidavits. Since the standing councils and entered appearances, notices are waived. However, extra copies be furnished within the course of this week. List after the returnable date. You want a fixed date?
After 4 weeks, any-
After 4 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry.
May I please note? It may before the court because there is no, as per rule, ROP 2017, this area today has not been released. Madam. At this stage, I am paying only for notice.
Yes,
I'm appearing on behalf of Standing Council, Mr. T.R. Gopal. I
or
pay-
housing board.
Housing Board. I pay for 3 weeks.
Heard learned
Uh,
council for parties, they issue notice. Returnable 4 weeks. MS so-and-so learned council appears on behalf of all the respondents. Since the learned councils appear, standing council appear, notices are waived, extra copies be furnished within 1 week from today. List after returnable date in the month of January on a date to be fixed by the registry. Yes. Yes.
The petition placed under suspension by order dated 18/8/2023, and 90 days was completed on 16/11/23. Till date, charges has not been and no review has been made.
Yes, Mr. Chisti.
This is for a first time I think I will come.
Heard
Yes.
learned council for parties
I'll get
issue
a instruction
notice.
notice.
Returnable on 9th,
Yes.
9 January.
Yes, both the case.
Mr. Chisti appears for all the
1, 2 and 4 lawsuits.
1, 2 and 4. MSP Das appears for respondent number 3. Since the learned standing councils have represented the respondents, notices are waived, however, extra copies be furnished within 1 week from today. List on 9th. Respondents may file their counter affidavits if so advised on or before the returnable date. Yes.
Petition is regarding my lord, the petition of file was suspended, my lord, and on the basis of suspension, petition came before the honorable court. Or they did not comply with the other secretary's case by 90 days. In the meantime, during the pendency of the writ petition, they submitted a review order, my lord, which was received on 14/11 during the pendency of the writ petition, which I challenged before lordship, page 44, my lord.
You are challenging this order.
This review order, my lord. Because of that, review order is not, there is no any reason as to why the review was, my suspension was extended, number one. Secondly, my lord, that it cannot be indefinite period, my lord. The till conclusion of the departmental proceeding drawn against which earlier. It cannot be said stated that this review, this suspension is, my lord, is an indefinite period, my lord. So I challenge you for lordship. Notice may be issued and.
Okay, heard learned counsel for the petitioner, the parties issue notice returnable 4 weeks. Mr. A. Chakraborty appears for
3 and 4 lots.
3 and 4. Mr. Dotto appears for 1.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Since the government standing councils and government advocates represent the respondents, notices are waived, extra copies be furnished within 1 week from today. List after the returnable date.
My lord, my fear is that, my lord, this matter may be listed along with the earlier writ petition, my lord. WPC number 54.
It is submitted that the petitioner has also filed an earlier writ petition, which is presently pending.
Page 41.
5477.
5477 2000.
Which is 5477 of 2023. Let both the writ petitions be listed together. Earlier writ petition, is it fixed?
My lord, yes, my lord. Page 43, my lord. 42, my lord.
42.
Fixed then, and now, my lord, is fixed on, my lord, by order dated, my lord. 17/11/2026 after 3 weeks, my lord. I don't know if it's fixed.
Be listed together, then no
Along
fixed
with
date
that,
is there.
along with that.
Yes.
My lord. Homeless. My lord, 4 weeks can be, but not mentioned maybe, my lord.
Sorry?
My lord, matter may be listed along with 4 weeks, then, my lord, that matter is not counted.
No, we said both the matters be listed together.
Fine.
Yes.
The petitioner before your lordship was an employee of my lord Assam Power Distribution Company Limited, my lord. And he retired on superannuation on 31/3/16, my lord. And since 1/4/16, he has been getting his pension, my lord. And in the meantime, my lord, on 12/12/2017, my lord, APDCL, that they have introduced, say, my lord, division of pay rules, my lord. And as per the section of rule 4A, my lord, the persons who were in service on 31/3/16 are to get the revised pay scale, my lord, and accordingly pension will be given them, my lord. And this matter has already, similar matters have been disposed of by this honorable court, my lord. Annexure M, my lord, page 52 may be seen, my lord. Absolutely same, my lord, only APDCL and AGCL, only these 2 words are to be changed. Everything is same, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Nath.
Well, I'm appearing for the respondent number 2 and 5. Lordship, this has come for the first time. Let us have the instruction.
He says it is the same matter, similar issue.
Same, my lord. Nothing is different, my lord.
Nothing is different.
Absolutely same, my lord.
Then what instructions will you require?
Yes,
Let us see, my lord. Let me have the instruction, my lord.
All right, we'll have it on Friday then.
Then the interim order may be.
Friday. Get your instructions on Friday to see whether it is covered or not. If not covered,
Yes,
we'll
that can be
we'll
done.
give you sufficient time to respond.
My lord, that
But
can be
if
done.
it is covered, why unnecessarily keep it? Mr. Counsel, you are appearing for AGCL. For?
Respondent number 3.
Respondent 3. All right. Please examine and tell us on Friday. Thursday or Friday?
Friday, my lord.
Friday. All right. Matters will be listed again on Friday, on which date learned standing councils, Mr. D. Nath for APDCL.
APGCL, my lord.
APGCL and Mr. S. Kotogi for?
Forward.
GCL. His AEGCL.
AEGCL will apprise the court as to whether the submissions made by the learned council that
The
the
matter is
writ
covered,
petition
my lord.
stands covered by similar orders passed by coordinate benches by the order dated 16/6/2023 in WPC 3446/2023. Depending on the instructions as may be forthcoming, further orders will be passed in the matter. List on Friday, which is 22nd. Huh?
Other 2 same, my lord.
All right. All 3 matters on Friday.
All same, not come together.
You have to furnish extra copies.
Yes, sir. At least 1 copy.
1 copy I will furnish to both of them, my lord. Yes. My lord, I am seeking some indulgence, my lord. Item number 2 was disposed of, my lord.
Huh?
Item number 2
Huh.
is disposed of, just my name may be recorded, my lord. I was in another court on legs, my lord, so I could not come.
If you could not come, how can we record your name?
My lord, I'm leaving it to your lordship, my lord.
Huh?
I'm leaving up to your lordship, my lord.
Item number 2. That indulgence is applicable only to senior counsel.
My lord, I'm sorry then, my lord. I vote on, my lord.
We'll think about it.
My lord.
All right. We don't want to disappoint Mr. Dhor at the year end. We said we don't want to disappoint Mr. Dhor at the year end.
My lord, my lord. I'm obliged, my lord. I vote on, my lord.
Yes.
You are supposed to.
Yes. Yes.
My lord, this pertains to pension and other benefits. My lord, there's no point of filing affidavits. My lord, allow this petition. But time frame of almost 6 months or 5 months may be given. Everything is in his support, my lord. This papers are being processed for releasing. And since the person is retired. Provision
Yes, Mr. Mohan.
Well, there is a instructions, my lord, there is a paper which of 2020, which says, my lord, his other benefits are under process. So I'm just asking him whether he's received, he's denying.
Only provisional pension, GIS and GTF that was released.
What is your claim?
I really
Pension.
pay for regular pension and gratuity and leave encashment alone.
Who is supposed to, your papers have not been forwarded.
These are forwarded, my lords.
Huh?
These are forwarded.
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 So who is supposed to, your prayer is is for direction to finalize the pensionary benefits.
Monthly pension and gratuity and leave encashment alone.
So why do you say, Mr. Gogoi, it is forwarded, not forwarded?
No, he doesn't have that. It is my instructions.
What are your instructions?
My lord, as back on, way back in 2020, my lords, it has been forwarded, my lord. Who forwarded to the principal secretary?
Principal Secretary, Forest.
Forest and my lord.
And from there to the Accountant General.
Yes, my lord.
You have received it?
No, lord.
Then? You said yes.
No, Lordship, we had authority finally.
Yes, you are the authority. No, you have not received it.
Lordship, that is not
Okay.
Lordship. We had the authority to finalize his pension. That is I am having.
But it has not been sent to you.
Lordship, that instruction is not in my hand, Lordship. Whether it is, but my instruction is of December, my lord, last year.
Last year, December.
Yes, my lord. 7/12/2022, my lord.
2020.
Lordship, I'll obtain instruction, Lordship, next week, Lordship.
Next week, we can
Yes.
be available for you. If you
Lordship,
want,
but-
we can
but
take it up on
Lordship,
Friday.
Lordship, his one his one period of service to be regularized by the department. Whether it is regularized or not, that is also Lordship. He was under suspension, my lord.
So you get can you get it by today as to whether the papers are available with you?
Lordship, I'll at 2 p.m.
At 2?
My lord.
Yes,
Always, my lord.
at 2 p.m.
Wait, please, your lordship. Lordship, instruction was sought for lordship. I have received the instruction regarding the communication with the government lordship regarding relaxation.
Relaxation of?
Relaxation of Assam Service Pension Rules 1969 of Rule 205 and 206 in.
Yes.
Yes, lordship.
Mr. Das?
Yes, my lord. In this case, my lord, petitioner, my lord, paid for my lord pension, my lord, family pension. And there was some communication already, my lord, letter has been already issued, my lord, regarding release update. And my lord, my learned friend also possibly like already submitted affidavit, my lord. So, my lord, only because of the my lord, date of my lord, release of that family pension, my lord, that has been subsequently or has been passed, my lord.
What instructions have you received, madam?
Lordship, about, earlier in the order dated 5/10 to 2023, Lordship, there was an order to communicate mm, with the government in the ARTP and PG department, Lordship, for relaxation of rules of rules 205 and 206 of Assam Service Pension Rule 1969, Lordship. For the lapse of 40 years from the date of death of the pensioner, the proposal of pension was pending, Lordship. So we have communicated the government, Lordship. Now it is for the government to decide, Lordship.
Yes, government.
Maybe.
That proposal has to come from the department, my lord.
They say they have sent it.
That is their
They say they have sent it.
department. It has to come from the education department, man.
No, you are representing whom? Karbi Anglong. You have sent it, you have sent the proposal for relaxation.
Lordship,
To
because
whom? To which department?
Lordship, to the administrative reform training pension and public grievances.
Then, my lord.
It has already been sent.
My lord, then to that effect, I'll have to get the instruction, my lord. Regarding the status.
Mr. H. Das appears for the petitioner. MS Terang P. appears for Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. Mr. G. Pegu, learned common advocate, appears for the
Pension department.
pension department. And Mr. P. N. Sharma for elementary. In terms of the earlier order dated 5/10/2023, you can say in deference to the earlier order dated so and so, the Karbi Anglong Autonomous District Council authorities have submitted a proposal to the ARTP and PG Department, Government of Assam, for relaxation of the rules of 205 and 206 of the Assam Service Pension Rule 1969. Stop. It is submitted that pursuant to the submission of the pension proposal, no further communication has been received. Stop. Mr. G. Pegu, learned government advocate, submits that he would like to obtain instructions in respect of this statement or submission made by the Standing Council Karbi Anglong as to the status of the proposal sent for relaxation of Rule 205 and 206 of the Assam Service Pension Rules. He prays for further time. Next in the month of January.
After Bihu on date.
Let it be on 4th of February, 5th of February. 5th of February.
Great, your lordship. Lordship, in this matter, insofar as the area salary is concerned, we have filed our affidavit, lordship. And as regards the pension, family pension, lordship, my telephonic instruction is, lordship, the petitioner has not yet furnished the necessary documents to the department. As a result, that family pension could not be initiated. Process.
We will get instruction from our.
Mr. What is your name?
Ardeka.
Ardeka, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he requires some time to complete his instructions. Mr. P. N. Sharma appears for the education department. List in the month of January on a date to be fixed by the registry.
Yes.
Yes.
Your lordship. My lord, in this case, petitioner is praying for disability pension because, my lord, he got injury during, my lord, military basic training, and finally he was invalidated out from service, my lord. and
Affidavit filed.
file, my lord.
All right, then post the matter for admission hearing. Uh, on 23rd January. 23rd January.
No, this letter is relating to area salary lordship. The, from the last of lordship, the respondent number one lordship has filed an affidavit. And he has saying that the proposal for areas payment has already been received. But because of the lordship, one order passed by the Honorable Justice M.R. Pathak lordship, that is 7/8/2023. And because of that order, they are not releasing the payment.
What is that direction in the order?
My direction was that not to release the amount. And they are directed to ascertain whether the petitioner is entitled or not. Now, lordship, so far the affidavit is concerned, they are saying that he is entitled. They are categorically stated in the petition. And because of that order, lordship, the amount has not been released.
Yes, what do you say?
Lordship, on the last occasion, your lordship, we are asked to file affidavit, your lordship, whether the petitioner is entitled to the area salary or not, your lordship. Area salary proposal was already sent by the IS, your lordship, Inspector of School Office, to the director, your lordship. Well, we have stated, your lordship, in paragraph, from paragraph 6, your lordship,
In the affidavit filed by the secretary.
by the secretary, respondent number 1, your lordship.
Okay, para 6, yes.
Lordship. Here we had stated that the process for payment of salary was initiated in pursuance of the order dated 8/10/2021, passed in WBC number so-and-so, wherein it is directed that the implication of setting aside the respective transfer orders would be that the authorities would have to consider that both the writ petitioners were continuously in service in their respective posts, and therefore their respective salaries should be paid. And accordingly, your lordship, in compliance of High Court's order, your lordship,
What is the meaning of the statements, averments at para 7?
lordship. Lordship, in paragraph 7,
Uh,
lordship, here what had happened was that the period from 1/6/2019 to 28/2/2021, your lordship, during that period, petitioner was not working, your lordship. So the issue of no work, no pay had come into your lordship because he was not working. So why the area?
but you did not say that. You said that is because of the orders passed by the court.
Lordship.
The averment here is that proposal for payment of area salary has already been submitted. However,
Lordship, that is what, why the area proposal was given when the petitioner was not working. Why the proposal was issued by the Inspector of Schools.
So far, the principle of no work, no pay would not be applicable in this case. Because that part has already, because it was not at the fault of the petitioner. He was restrained by the authority. That's why that they have specifically taken stand in the repetition in their affidavit also. So question of no.
kindly come back to para 7.
Lordship.
Kindly read it again.
Lordship.
It says it could not be processed because of the order dated so and so. Means that you would ordinarily would have processed, but for the order.
Lordship, we've.
So therefore, where is your the projection that you're trying to give now
Lordship.
is that we are not processing because he did not work and therefore
No, it's
no
not,
work, no
it's
pay.
not because of that, your lordship, because in order 7, we had already processed. It is because of order dated 7/8/2023, your lordship, that was actually stopped.
Now, do we modify that order?
Lordship. Lordship, now.
We'll modify that order if
Lordship.
required.
Lordship.
Recording this statement.
Lordship.
We understand from this statement that the department is willing to process
Lordship.
the proposal for area salary,
Lordship.
but has not been able to do it but for the order of 7.
Because, lordship, because of
So
this
if you
matter.
modify it, you
Lordship.
process it.
Lordship.
So why did you raise the issue about no work, no pay?
Lordship, because on the last occasion it was asked, why the proposal was sent. And proposal was sent because in compliance of your Lordship's order, your Lordship, High Court's order.
In fact, Lordship, that part has already been clarified. If your Lordship kindly come to page 34, the earlier order of this honorable court in the writ petition law. Operative part page 38. In my writ petition.
30.
My lord. No, page 34 is the order of this honorable court.
Yes.
And Lordship, operative part from page 37, last paragraph 6, Lordship, may I read? Page 37.
Yes.
Last from paragraph 6. From both the opposite aspect, we are of the view that the transfer order dated so and so requires an interference, and accordingly the same is set aside. The implication thereof would be there. Sofikul Islam, he is the another person. Chaudhuri will continue as LD of Deoral Title Madrasa, that is his original school. And Mr. Muhammad Sadiq Ahmed, he is the petitioner, will continue as the LDA of Asimias High School, which was earlier called Asimias Senior Madrasa. However, as the transfer order is a prerogative of the employer, liberty remains with the authorities if the causes arises in public interest to take decision as deemed to be required. It is stated that Sadiq Ahmed, the petitioner in WBC number so and so, in view of the interim order of the order dated so and so, in WBC number so and so, was subsequently transferred to another school, namely Honorable Senior Madrasa. As the order dated so and so was passed as a consequence of the interim order, we also interfere with the said order and set aside. Now, Lordship, paragraph 8 is important. The implication of setting aside the respective transfer order would be that the authorities would have to consider that both the writ petitioners were continuously in service in their respective post, and therefore their respective salary should be paid. Accordingly, Lordship, they have passed the consequential order, that is page 30.
Learned counsel for the parties. This writ petition is filed by the writ petitioner. Praying for a direction to the respondents to release his area salary for the period of 1/6/2019 to 28/2/2021. Stop. The claim of the petitioner was that while he was serving as LD assistant in Asimia High School, which was earlier known as Asimia Senior Madrasa, he was transferred to Deorali Title Madrasa, and one MD Shafiqul Islam Chaudhary, LDA of Deorali Title Madrasa, was transferred to his place in Asimia Senior Madrasa by order dated 11/6/2019. Stop. Petitioner joined in his new place of posting, and thereafter, this transfer order was put to challenge by
Lordship,
by the person by the MD Shafiqul Islam Chaudhary, filing WPC number 4589 of 2019, putting to challenge the transfer order dated 11/6/2019. Stop. While issuing notice, this court had initially suspended the order of transfer with a liberty to the authorities to pass its orders as regards the transfer. Stop. While the petitioner was released from his earlier place of posting, he, however, was not allowed to join in his new place of posting.
No, Lordship, in original place of posting, he was listed.
While the petitioner was released from his new place of posting, why was he released in view of the interim order?
Interim order.
In view of the interim order, the petitioner was released from Deorali Title Madrasa to enable him to go and join in his original place of posting, which is Asimia Senior Madrasa. Stop. However, he was not allowed to join in the said madrasa. What happened to that writ petition? That is at
That is lordship, that is the, your lordship has gone through that, is 34.
34. Stop. While the matter stood at that, the writ petition, WPC, page number 34.
My lord. This
WPC.
first there in page 34, that is my case, and page lordship 35, another case. The two cases are disposed of, lord.
Why did you challenge the case? Why did you file the case?
My lord, we filed the case that I may be allowed to join and my salary may be released.
Having been prevented from joining in his original place of posting, what is the number of your case?
My lord, that is page 34.
4695.
4695.
He filed a writ petition being WPC 4695 of 2021, seeking directions from this court to the authorities concerned to permit him to join in his place of posting. Stop. This writ petition, along with WPC 4589 of 2019, filed by Shafiqul Islam Chaudhary, within bracket, by which the transfer order was put to challenge, were taken up for hearing, and the coordinate bench of this court, by order dated 8/10/2021, disposed of both the writ petitions. Stop. The transfer orders were set aside, and the petitioners were permitted, and the respondents were directed to permit both the petitioners to join in their original respective places of posting. Stop. Thereafter, the petitioners went back and joined in Asimia High School. However, his salary for which period?
My lord, 1/6/2019 to 28/2/2000.
1/6/2019 to 28/6/2000.
28/2.
28/2.
2021.
21. 28/2/2021 has not been released. Stop. Being aggrieved, he has approached his court, filing the present writ petition. This court, while issuing notice on 7/8,
No, notice was issued earlier.
by order dated 7/8/2023, had issued the following directions. Extract this order. Extract this order. The respondents were permitted to obtain the required instructions, and an affidavit was been filed by the secretary, namely the respondent number 1,
And also by the director of secondary
as
education.
well as by the director. Stop. Wherein there is an averment that the proposal for area salary of the petitioner has been forwarded to the Director Secondary Education by the Inspector of Schools, but the same could not be processed in view of the orders passed by this court by the order dated 7/8/2023. Stop. Learned counsels for the parties have been heard, pleadings have been carefully perused. The orders passed by this court have also been carefully noted. Stop. Learned counsel for the respondents submits specifically that since there was a direction of this court by order dated 8/10/2021 passed in WPC 4695 of 2021, whereby the transfer orders have been set aside. The proposal for area salary has been duly processed. However, in view of the order dated 7/8/2023, the area salary has not been processed any further. Stop. The submissions are supported by the averments made in the affidavit filed by the respondent number 1. The said averments are also extracted below para 7, page 104. Stop. Para having considered the rival submissions and upon careful perusal of the pleadings on record, it is seen that the claim for area salary of the petitioner cannot be held to be unjustified in view of the order dated so and so passed in 8/10/2021, passed in WPC so and so. By the said order, the transfer order was interfered with. Was set aside. As a consequence thereof, the petitioner and his reliever were considered to be rendering services in their original place of posting. Stop. The coordinate bench, while interfering with the transfer order, has categorically discussed this aspect. The same is also expected. Para 6, 7, 8 on page 37, 38. Stop. Having noted the orders passed by the coordinate bench, against which admittedly no appeal or review has been prepared by the department, this order has attained finality. Stop. In pursuance thereof, department has proceeded to release the area salary of the petitioner. Stop. Also, in view of the categorical averment made in the affidavit that the department has processed the proposal for release of area salary of the petitioner, but for the order dated 7/8/2021, the same has not been released. In that view of the matter, this court considers it appropriate to dispose of the writ petition by modifying the interim order dated 7/8/2021, 23, and directing the respondent authorities to process the claim proposal for area salary and release the same to the petitioner in as expeditiously as possible within the outer limit of 60 days from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. The petition accordingly stands allowed and disposed of to the extent indicated above. MS D. Musari appears for education. Secondary education. Mr. Borpuzari for respondent 3 and 6. Mr. K.R. Patgiri for?
Respondent number 7, madam.
For respondent number 7. Okay, D. Musari for 1, 2, 4, and 5. Writ petition stands allowed and disposed of. In terms, however, interim orders, if any, stands merged with the final order.
Obliged.
Yes.
This matter is relating the salary of the members in the consumer forum, my lord. Your lordship has gone through idea also, my lord. Only these people are appointed, my lord, on part-time basis. And they are having the same qualifications, same duties, and everything, my lord.
Yes.
Lordship, Mr. D. Mazumdar is appearing for the state respondents. He is on legs on court number 20.
The pleadings are completed.
Yes.
So we'll keep posted for hearing in the.
Already your lordship posted last time, you are keeping that in view, and your lordship posted today, my lord. And because this.
But your
people-
council counterpart is not available.
Yeah, that's of course, man. Put us,
Court number 20.
We can keep it for a while and see.
Oh, yes.
At
Oh,
2.
At 2, my lord.
At 2.
At 2.
May I please, Your Lordship? Can you see the last order date? The non-payment of arrears salary. The petitioner has been died on suspension period, Lordship.
Forwarded to the secondary education.
My lord,
Proposal has been forwarded.
that I don't have, my lord.
In last
instruction I don't
order,
have.
it is recorded.
My lord, the instruction that has been sent by the inspector of school, my lord, speaks about suspension allowance. My lord, what suspension allowance?
Subsistence allowance.
Yes, my lord. He writes that suspension allowance. But my lord, I have not seen the last order, my lord.
You have a look.
Yes, my lord.
Can you read all of the money? You go through, we'll call it up after.
Yes, my lord. Published.
My lord, this case relates to that, my lord, the petitioner was appointed in the year 96, my lord, as a LP school teacher, my lord, and she has undergone training also, my lord, and her salary was regular till March 12, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, in pursuance to the order of the honorable court, my lord, it was found, my lord, scrutiny committee, my appointment was genuine, my lord. By this time, my lord, I got retired. So now, my lord, my case is, my lord, to pay my salary, arrear salary, as well as to settle my pensionary benefit. And that too, my lord, I got retired, my lord, in the year 2020, my lord.
Lordship, in this case, we would like to file our affidavit, Lordship, by the secretary, Lordship.
Please
because
file it, please file it. Their counter affidavit will be necessary here.
My lord, that date may be fixed, my lord.
All right, hard learning council for parties, Mr. P.N. Sharma, learner standing council, elementary,
Elementary, Lordship.
submits that instructions received.
Instruction partly received, Lordship, but we have to file
That he'd like to complete his instructions and file a counter affidavit if so advised. Counter affidavit. So accordingly, matter be listed.
After
He
3 weeks,
prays for
Lordship.
further time. Accordingly,
Lordship.
in view of the prayer made by the standing council, matter stands posted to.
After 3 weeks, Lordship.
Hmm?
After 3 weeks, Lordship.
The pension matter, so 25th January.
Lordship. Lord.
Mr. Hassan for Accountant General, Mr. Pegu for
Pension department.
Pension Department.
My lord, by showing the name of the standing council, my lord,
The registry will reflect the names of all councils, including the standing councils.
of the
in the
particularly
court.
education of it.
Yes.
I have seen the order, my lord. My lord, let it be after the vacation, immediately after vacation, my lord, I will take up the matter with the director as well as the inspector of school. my lord.
Mr. S. Neogi, Learner Standing Council, Secondary,
Secondary education.
prays for further time to complete his instruction.
Lordship, maybe that may be fixed, Lordship. Maybe.
Your name, please?
RL Sutia, Lordship.
Mr. R.L. Sutia, Learner Council appears for the petitioner. List the matter again on 12th January. Mr. Hassan for Accountant General.
May I please, Your Lordship, here in this correction of date of part, my lord, and Lordship already directed the finance department to place instruction on that on last occasion also.
We are awaiting the instructions, my lord. We have already communicated. Oh, Lordship, my lord, I am seeking a little accommodation. Can it be immediately after the vacation, my lord?
Mr. Borpuzari, Learned Standing Council Finance,
My lord.
prays for further time to complete his instruction. He submits that matter may be listed immediately after the vacations.
Your Lordship, may kindly fix the date, my lord, since we are not.
Mr. Alam,
getting any
Learned Counsel for the petitioner, submits that the matter be listed on a fixed date. Let it be listed on 12th of January.
Obliged. I am obliged.
In this case, the
Your
petitioner
Lordship,
retired, my lord, on,
affidavit is going to be filed today, my lord.
but I am praying for the provisional pension because the person retired in last year, 2022, my lord.
Let him file the, we'll report something. Heard Learned Council for Parties, MS, DS Neog Learned Standing Council for
Irrigation,
Irrigation.
yes, ma'am.
Submits that the affidavit will be filed
Today, my lord.
today.
Yes, yes,
Sure.
yes.
It will be filed during the course of the day. In that view of the matter, let this matter be listed again on 12th January. Mr. Alam appears for the petitioner and Mr. Talukdar for
Nine, my lord. Respondent 9.
respondent number 9.
I'm appearing as number 3, lord.
Mr. Chakraborty for respondent number 3. The respondents will also examine the case of the petitioner for release of provisional pension in the meantime. List on 12th.
Obliged, my lord.
Mr. Borpuzari for finance. R4, finance.
Thank you.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, matter is regarding pension matter, Lordship. And the notice of motion is issued, Lordship.
Also, in this matter, Lordship, we have already communicated, Lordship, instruction awaited.
Mr. Nayak. Counsel for the finance.
Yeah,
PWD. Huh?
PWD.
PWD. 6 further time to complete his instructions and file necessary affidavit. MS
The Angana.
so and so appears for the petitioner.
I'm for
Mr. Mehdi for
As for
Accountant General.
Yes.
List in the month of January,
Lordship, the matter, date may be fixed, Lordship.
12th.
12th.
12th
Of this
January.
Lordship.
My lord, this writ petition relates to pensionary benefit on the death of my father. After filing of the writ petition, the process has been started. I've submitted relevant documents, but no payment has been made till date. But they have started the process now.
Lordship may dispose, Lordship, I have received the instruction, Lordship. Lordship may dispose of this matter, Lordship. As per my instruction, Lordship, she was asked to submit some documents, Lordship, because her name is some different as mentioned in the service book, Lordship. If she can produce those documents, that matter will be solved, Lordship.
You are the daughter,
Yes, my lord.
unmarried.
Yes, my lord.
How old are you?
My lordship, I am 38 years old now. Feasible also, my lordship.
Some discrepancies are there, Lordship. She has submitted, Lordship, her mother's death certificate, and in her death certificate, Lordship, her mother's name is Alibun Nessa, and in the service book, her name, mother's name is Vanessa only. So these are the some discrepancies, Lordship. So, Lordship,
I have certificate Central Board of Secondary Education, my certificate also, my next 5, my.
It is to be produced before whom?
Lordship, before the Jila,
Before whom? Which authority?
Jila Sainik Welfare Officer, Lordship. Jila Sainik Welfare Officer. Kasaragod.
Okay, we'll close it. Have you seen this instructions?
No, my lordship.
Show
I
him.
submitted, my lordship, even as per their
So
instruction.
we'll close it, directing them to release, process your pension papers and release it within a time-bound manner,
Yes, my.
If he is
subject to you furnishing
the
the
documents, Lordship.
documents in terms of this. Therefore, please,
We have already submitted and. in the
please
paper
go
also-
through, please go through this instruction which has come.
এই documents দিব দিলা তাহলে। নামটো যে change কৰি দিছে, তুমি correct কৰি দিবা। তুমি দিব, এখানে উপর,
Have you gone through?
Yes, now I have gone. I have.
You agree that it can be done?
Yes,
Will be
my
done.
lordship. Annex 5, I have annexed my.
Mr. Counsel, have you gone through this?
Now I have gone through my.
Para 3. Para 3 of the first page.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You'll be able to furnish?
Yes, my lord, I can furnish.
All right. Heard learned counsel for parties. This writ petition is filed with the petitioner praying for grant of family pension benefits in respect of our late, which accrue to her by virtue of her late father having retired from the services of the Indian Army.
Yes, my lord.
Indian Army.
Yes, my lord.
Indian Army. Stop.
Subedar in army service. Lord.
The petitioner claims to be the sole surviving unmarried daughter of late. What is the name of your father?
My lord, my father's name is
Late
Suleiman Ali Baruya.
Late Suleiman Ali Barpuya. No, but why are you saying that you are the sole surviving? Para 2, he says you have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
They are all married, my lord.
But your prayer says you are the sole surviving.
My mother also died before my
But sole surviving is not the correct word. Sole eligible.
eligible.
Strike out the sole surviving. The petitioner has 2 brothers and 1 sister as siblings. However, both the brothers are married. Both the brothers and sister are married. She is the only unmarried daughter of a deceased father, late so and so. Stop. Under the rules governing the pension, an unmarried daughter is entitled to the pension, family pension, payable on account of a late father. So, stop. However, in spite of the relevant documents being furnished to the petitioner, to the respondent authority, the pension papers, the pension, family pension has not been processed, and she has not received the family pension due to her. So,
Prior to filing of this writ petition, they did not apply for a family pension also. After filing of this writ petition, they have applied for a family pension also.
the court issued notice on 5/6/2023, and the respondents were permitted to obtain instructions. Today, when the matter is called up, Mr. Law Court, Learned Standing Council, Learned CGC, representing the respondents, Indian Army, has produced a copy of the communication dated 13th October.
13 October 23.
13 October 2023, which is addressed to the petitioner. Stopped by the state the copy of the communication is placed before this court and it is kept as a part of the case record. Stopped by the state communication, it is seen that the petitioner was informed that her name was recorded as Miss Rustana Begum in the service documents, and her date of birth was shown as 4th of December 1985. Stop. However, in the documents which are submitted by the petitioner, including the Aadhaar card and the PAN card, her name is shown as Srimati Rustana Begum Barbuya, showing the date of birth as 4th of December 1985. Stop. In view of the difference in the name, the department is unable to process the claim of family pension. Stop. And accordingly, she has been requested to make necessary changes in the civil documents so that civil documents as per the information available in the service records of our late father. Stop. Alternatively, certain documents mentioned in the said letter were also requested to be forwarded to the army authorities. Stop. Para, Mr. Loskar submits that he has been instructed, he has been informed by the petitioner that the matter is under process as per information received by the petitioner, and whatever documents has been sought for by the army authorities have already been furnished. Stop. In that apart, the further documents which are sought for will also be furnished within within a short date. Stop. But in that view of the matter, since the matter is already under process, and the only issue, only hurdle, only is already under process, and the certain papers and documents have been sought for from the petitioner, and which the petitioner submits, it will be submitted before the authorities concerned within a short date. This this court is of the considered view that the writ petition can be disposed of, that with a direction to the army authorities to expeditiously process the claim of family pension of the petitioner and release the same to the petitioner. Stop. The petitioner in turn will submit the necessary documents as shown in the communication dated 13th of October 2023, within bracket copy of which is retained in the case record, within as expeditiously as possible. Stop. Upon receipt of these documents and compliance of the requests made by the army authorities, by the petitioner, the army authorities will thereafter process the family pension claim of the petitioner and release the same as expeditiously as possible within the outer limit of 120 days from the date of receipt of the certified date of receipt of these documents requested for in the communication dated 13th October 2023, along with a certified copy of this order.
One copy of the instruction.
Writ petition accordingly stands disposed of.
What is that?
One copy of.
We can direct, you can request him.
Highly available.
Yes.
I'm against the order dated 12/6/2023. I was appointed as the urban health coordinator on 3/1/2018, my lord, at Shivsagar. Since then, my lord, been working there. Thereafter, my lord, on 26/4/2023, was attached to the headquarters at Guwahati, my lord. I applied for transfer from Shivsagar to Tinsukia or Dibrugarh.
Which order are you putting to challenge?
My lord, this order lordship will find that page, my lord,
26,
23, my lord. That is the order,
23 order.
lordship. And 23 is the transfer order, 26 is the impugn order, my lord.
Impugn order. So
Yes.
this is under stay.
That is understood, man. They are supposed to.
No, they have not filed. Very well. Mr. B.J. Talukdar appears for the petitioner, none appears for the. Which department is this?
National
NRHM.
Energy.
Who is appearing for
NRHM.
NRHM? MS S. Sharma. Who is appearing for NRHM?
The other day, Mr. Gogoi appeared.
D. Gogoi is appearing in your
Mr.
lordship.
B. Gogoi. Affidavits have not been filed. Further time is enlarged to the respondents to file the necessary affidavit if so advised. Matter be listed in, again, in the month of February, on a date to be fixed by the registry, interim order to continue until further order.
That may be fixed, otherwise.
You want a date fix, all right?
My lord, in
Let it
February.
be listed on.
Any month of the date, February, lordship is up to my lord.
2nd of February,
Lordship,
interim order passed early will continue.
deeply obliged.
Stay fixed.
Deeply obliged.
MSP does for the respondents. Yes,
In the present matter, the petitioners are praying for introduction of pensionary scheme to your lordship, and lordship, till now the affidavits have not been filed by the respondent.
eh,
My lord, my department has informed me that they are still preparing that Terabyte comment. It's little difficult, my lord.
Mr. Adhor, Leonard, Standing Council, PWD,
No, my lord, here handloom and textile.
Handloom and Textile, Government Advocate, and appearing for Handloom and Textile submits that instructions are still awaited. He prays for further time. Similar prayer is made by any other?
Finance, my lord.
Mr. Borpuzari. Appearing for the Finance Department, Mr.
Assam Khadi Village Industries Board.
A. Gayon or T. Gayon?
A Gayan.
A. Gayon for Assam, Khadi and Village Industries. MS
S. Sharma Hazarika.
S.
Sharma Hazarika.
Sharma. Hazarika appears for the petitioner.
Fix the date.
2nd of February, list on 2nd of February.
The case where the petitioner is seeking 20% increase in the pension matter on attaining entering the 80th year. And I lordship already disposed of the matter already.
Yes, CGC.
Yes, my lord.
DSGI is not here.
But he had said that something positive would come out, therefore he's from an adjournment, my lord. Lordship already disposed it of.
Who's for the central government? Please inform the central government council. We'll take it up at 2.
Well.
At 2.
Very clear, your lord. My lord, in this matter, my lord, it's a transfer matter, my lord. Record was called for. My lord, what I pray before your lordship, this matter may be fixed on 8th of January along with 4839, my lord.
It is submitted by Mr. G. Bushra, Learned Counsel for the petitioner that this matter be listed along with WPC
4839 of 2023, my lord.
4839 of 2023.
On that day, my lord,
MS
they will
RB Bora, Learned Standing Council, PTC, appears for standing PTC. A list on as prayed for, matter be listed on 8th of January.
on that day, they will produce the record, man. In both the cases.
The PTC authorities will produce the report on the next date fixed.
Deeply
Obliged.
Deeply.
Very pleased, Your Lord. Well, these matters came pursuant to an order of the division bench. This was a matter relating to, on the last occasion, it was fixed. Well,
This will have to be heard.
yes,
Looks
well,
like.
it has to be. Because what
so
has happened, well, there's a
We'll
brief.
keep it for hearing.
No, the order was that the admission hearing or the consent of the parties, the matter was fixed.
Hearing.
Because one problem is arising, Lordship, which I have to say, the fact that this matter is pending, the Assam government has started promoting officers. As a result, their policy is that they never complied with the single and the division bench's order cadre-wise. So our main contention was that promotions has to be under the rules cadre-wise, which they never gave us. Then the single judge, the respondents went on appeal, that was upheld. Now it was the bounden duty of the authorities to comply with the order or go on appeal. Nothing was done. Now what they do now, there's a development on 6th of December, which I need to inform. Because all 60 departments are facing problem because rosters have to be decided. And this is a matter which affects the entire scope of public employment. Well, there's an order from the chief secretary, considering that this matter is there. They have now issued an order saying that we'll hold all the selection committee meetings in terms of rules at the end of the calendar year. Well, very good. But in the process, what they have done, they have now started promoting officers. We have been brought down. Another series of officers are brought down. Now, what has happened since the matter is in the final leg of
adjudication and we have already won two litigations. The two issues have been decided by the single and the division. My lord, I want that if your lordship takes up the challenge to the OM, because what has happened, the Assam government overruled a judgment of the single judge. And your lordship knows that binding judicial decisions cannot be overruled by an OM. And so considering this, the division bench wanted that this OM of 2023 needs to be heard expeditiously because the problem arises. So if your lordship wants to take item 51, at least I can make a start. It's not that
No,
because the
making
respondents are
making
taking
a
some time.
making a start is not an issue. We can complete it in 1 day or 2 days as you want. If the parties are ready to argue, we'll take
Yes,
up the matter.
Parties are
The
always
parties are ready to argue.
after the vacations. Yes,
So
but
that's the-
only my insight is
the
that
only thing.
let them give a report because I have no grievance against the private because they will also have to take
Report
the-
by whom?
Malad, the personnel department is the mischief monger. Malad, I'll use the word.
To what extent?
To the extent that whether the promotions which are being given, they will have to file an affidavit stated whether it's in terms of the cadre rules. Because the entire issue which has been decided by the division bench is that it has to be cadre wise. Now, the chief secretary cannot be so overzealous suddenly that we will comply with the rules and whole meeting every day. I will be present every day. Malad, you be present all day, but at least I have to know because my rights are being affected. And the Assam government is vehemently not complying with the division bench order. I cannot file a contempt because they will take the plea. Contempt pending, division single judge's order is here.
Division bench order is 29-8.
Yes, Lordship, if I may. And the specific environment was cadre based. There is no doubt because it was in terms of a Supreme Court judgment. Well, if they don't do, the Assam government can go before the Supreme Court saying that the judgment of the division bench is wrong. But my clients are being totally blocked on the promotion. And now they are holding meeting after meeting where we are going down. Well, what is our so what I say, Malad, expeditious hearing, everyone is ready. My learned friend is also very much ready. Malad, let it be fixed at the reopening. And in the meantime, let them, Malad, some sort of accountability is required, Malad. We cannot, the government doesn't enjoy a sovereign.
You want the department to follow which order?
Malad, we want the department to follow the division bench order because after the division bench order, which was very specific, cadre-wise, we gave representation. They say that we will not comply with the order unless you get the 2023 OM overturned.
Division bench order dated 10-8.
Yes, Lordship. There is some semblance to rule of law.
If my learned friend will give me 5 minutes time to make my preliminary submission, not for final disposal matter.
Division bench order has, I think,
Malad, if I may.
para
just bring the
45.
Yes. Malad, if I may give the brief facts.
Para
The entire
45,
issue was-
division bench order has expressed a view.
Yes.
At para 45.
Yes.
And also has expressed the view that it will be cadre-wise in terms of the
So
rules.
this view,
In
in
fact,
either way, will be binding.
yes,
Malad?
Lordship is absolutely correct.
Para 45 of the division bench order, it's after all a division bench order.
Yes.
Now, as a coordinate bench, it is not open for me to
No,
interpret.
it's a DB minor. It's a DB order.
It's
That-
a
Para
DB order.
45.
That's right. So, sorry, as a single bench, it's not open for me to interpret. It is binding on me. I can disagree if you are able to convince that these facts don't apply or the judgment doesn't
Malad,
apply.
But the division bench, the honorable division bench, the honorable chief justice took up the matter for one reason, that the single judges was overturned by a OM of 2023, which is under challenge by me in item 51. So unless that is decided, the issue remains because now the Assam government is not complying with the division bench order. So
No,
Lordship-
which division bench order?
Malad, the
Date.
10,
That
10,
para- that para-
2023.
Para 45.
So 10-8 is decided 45.
Yes. Yes, this is the paragraph.
Then if your lordship says, then I can always argue my case, which starts from 43. This was my one-fold argument that they will comply with the division bench order and affect the promotion cadre-wise by giving me the next below rule benefit. That is the promotional benefit. Then if that is the, then your lordship can dispose of. except 51. The other matters are fixed for that
We
one.
can, there is no difficulty in hearing, but the problem is
But
the,
only our anxiety is there.
the number of days left. That's the only
No, but-
difficulty. Now, if the parties are ready to argue the matter, we
Well,
can-
at least I can argue my part. Lordship will continue with the other part.
that makes it part hard, which I don't want to do.
Okay. Then your
So
lordship will
if you
fix
want
on the
to, if we
reopening
fix
matter
up,
of revenue.
we'll fix up in January if you are agreeable.
Yes,
Bench
no,
is available,
we are-
we'll hear the matter.
No, everyone is agreeable because now the
Lordship can have it on the reopening matter.
reopening, that will be better. Can it be
Lordship
on the
can
fourth?
have it on,
Right.
right, 4th তারিখে না হবো। 4 তারিখে vote already fixed.
See only. Well, if we go again, the viewer vacation comes in.
No, no, no.
We'll
You
have
can
it
have
always-
it,
we'll have it on 9th.
Matlab 9th
Yes,
already
9th
making-
will be.
Okay. Let my learned friends start on
Yes,
9th. I'll reply on 11th.
Yes,
Yes.
that will be good.
Done.
That will be good.
That will be on 9th.
Yes.
If, are the pleadings exchanged?
Yes,
All exchanges. The
Anything,
government has also
anything for the
filed a-
government?
My lord,
Anything for the
my
government to
lord,
submit?
only thing Lordship will have to decide in this case is, I will rely heavily on para 45, whereby I would like to say that 12/3/2002 stands qualified, or rather explained. My learned friend would say para 43. The end of the day, what view division bench has taken, that will be decisive. I don't think it will, only thing is, my lord, for narration of the facts, it will take some time.
Well, on 9th, I will complete.
Yes, yes, I'll give my
But
reply on
only
11.
in the meantime, your lordship will that, because this is very important. At least let them file a personnel department, give an affidavit to stay on 6th
See,
December.
we can direct them
No,
to
no,
file an affidavit. But this affidavit will not come tomorrow, today,
No,
tomorrow,
no,
day after.
at least then your lordship will direct them to take an instruction. The personnel department is not
To what
uh,
effect?
oblivious of.
To what effect?
To the effect, because what has happened, this order of
If,
6th
if
of
they,
December.
if we find that the promotions are effected contrary to any orders of this court, we'll have to be interfered with.
No, Malad, this is a subsequent event which has happened. I got a copy yesterday night, so it's my duty to inform the court.
This 6th of December.
Yes, my lord. Yesterday night, I got it from my client
Yes,
because,
me too.
my lord, what I want, let them give a report on this, whether they are affecting the promotion cadre-wise in terms of the rule, because it seems that they are going, complying with the rules. The rules say that in the month of December.
Let my learned friend bring this by of an additional affidavit.
Yes.
my lord.
Well, at least, then, if not the affidavit, at least the instruction can come in, lordship may give, and in the meantime, I'll bring this on record.
Okay, no
I
problem.
think that your lordship will allow.
This is calling for proposals.
No,
For the
this is
city.
pursuant to, because of this case, well, this order has been passed. Information is that what has happened, it is affecting the 60 departments. And the Assam government cannot affect any promotion now because of this litigation of item number 51. Because we have challenged the constitutional validity of the oath. Binding
Division bench says it is not a statutory, doesn't have a statutory
No,
force.
division bench doesn't say, Chief Justice said that I cannot take up. Division bench was of the view it was a statutory thing. It's an administrative instruction. And so he left it to the law, non-single judge to decide. I take a plea that administrative instruction cannot overrule a rule. In fact, that helps in my argument also.
All right.
This is
Yeah, my
one
lord,
of the arguments.
this honorable court has already said, my lord, any promotion made during the pendency of the proceedings
Shall be
should be
subject to
subject to the
outcome.
outcome.
No, subject to the outcome, but they are promoting us and we are cadre-wise, we are going.
It is left to their wisdom to decide whether they should go ahead with the promotions or not. And if they do, assuming this, there is some orders passed by this court either way. So let us say we allow the writ petitions, what will be the effect of this promotion? Bound to be affected. If the government is oblivious, then the consequences will have to follow.
Consequences follow, but in the meantime, consequences are following on my clients. At least this information, I'm not asking for an injunction that promotion will give. Let them give a report.
What difference does it make?
It will make a difference for the simple reason. Their contention is that we are not making under promotion because the rules. But now they are coming up with a black and white letter saying that we will promote in terms of the rules, because the rule says that at the
Yes,
calendar.
come and
That
get your
instruction.
instructions on this. Who's for the respondents here?
That may be.
Multiple departments are there.
So who's for the chief secretary, government advocate?
Not the advocate,
Who's Mr. Mazumdar. So there must be a council
And
assistant.
my
Mr.
learned friend
Mazumdar.
can convey.
You convey and get the instructions on this communication which Mr. Das has placed before the court as to
Lordship
what
will
the
be
government proposes to do.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we are keeping these matters for
Ninth.
admission hearing.
Yes.
All right, 9th of January.
Yes.
As agreed to by the learned councils appearing for respective parties.
Deeply. Well, Lordship will record that.
The Mr. Das learned council appearing for the petition has placed on record a communication dated 6th of December 2023 issued by the office of the Chief Secretary Assam to the various departments for holding of DPC for promotion of officers and staff for the year 2024. The Mr. Who's there? Give us a name for the government.
Ninth.
Ninth.
There's no government council?
তুমি দিলীপ মজুমদার লগত থাকা নেকি?
Mr. So-and-so, what is your name?
D. Mazumdar.
Your name?
Himan Mazumdar.
He is also D. Mazumdar.
Mr. D. Mazumdar, Learned Council, assisting Mr. D. Mazumdar, additional AG of the Assam, will obtain required instructions on this communication by the next date fixed. Mr. Sutia, you are appearing in the matter?
No. He is omnipresent. my lord. He is omnipresent in all cases.
Okay. So only the Chief Secretary is giving letter to all departments. Obliged.
Yes. Mr.
My
Mohan.
lord, in this case,
Why for orders?
that is.
You
my
have
lord,
filed amended course title.
Yes, on this file, my lord, it is lordship can produce the order 10/10/2023, by which my lord, the IA was allowed to implement the respondent number 5, finance department.
Notice issued to respondent 5?
We have served the copy, my lord, but no affidavit has been filed.
Who is appearing for respondent 5?
By finance,
Finance.
finance.
Who's for the finance department?
Nayanik.
Heard Mr. P. Monto, Learned Council for the parties by Mr. P. Nayak. Who's appearing? You're appearing for finance? Mr. P. Nayak, Learned Standing Council Finance, appears for the respondents. By order dated 10/10/2023, the finance department has been arrayed as respondent number 5, and an amended course title as directed has been filed before this court. Consequently, let notice be issued on respondent 5. However, since standing council appears, notices are waived. However, extra copies be furnished within the course of this week. Respondents are permitted to complete their instructions and file necessary affidavit. MS, your name?
B. Sinha.
B. Sinha appearing for?
1, respondent number 1.
Respondent number 1.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Mr. R. Borpuzari for finance instead of Mr. Nayak. You are appearing for finance? Yes, R. Borpuzari.
Phone number is copy to my case. Your phone number is pass, please.
Pension two wives.
Two wives.
Yes. I am the
Two
first
wives
one.
is covered by the full bench judgment.
Yes. I rely on that, my lord.
You are first or second or third?
I am the first one.
First.
Yes.
Okay.
I am the first.
But you pension, your name is not recorded.
Not recorded. Initially it was there, subsequently they have replaced it to the second wife, my lord.
Which department is this?
It is for Chowkidar school, my lord, ME school. Education.
School.
Yes.
So why is it for orders today?
It was the last time, my lord, because private party already submitted affidavit.
My lord, there was a direction to file an affidavit by the director of pension, my lord. And that has not been filed, my lord. Order dated.
You have filed some reply. Some reply
Yeah,
affidavit.
You have also filed reply to the private one, man. Private respondent, you have filed the reply also.
Now, who is supposed to file?
My lord, the director of pension.
Director of pension, who's appearing?
Your lordship can see order dated 22/5/23. This order is there, madam. 22/5/23.
হেল্প কৰা নাই এফিডেভিট দিব দিছিল ৰেচপন্ডেণ্ট মই নাই আপোনালোকক সুধিব এইটো আপোনাৰ অৰ্ডাৰ ডেটেড 22
Yes, who's appearing for pension?
Yes, Lordship.
MSDT Burman Learned Council for the government advocate. What about the affidavit? There's a direction to file an affidavit. Check up the last order dated 22/5.
অৰ্ডাৰ কপি কি নাই ছাৰৰ লগত আছে
Respondent number 9, Lordship.
So 9 already
Para
filed.
five.
Para 5.
Yes, sir.
Come to para 5.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, sometime is required, Lordship, to file it.
Your communication, but the question is whether there is a divorce or separation
Yes, sir.
between the first wife and the deceased employee. That is, what have you stated in the affidavit, private respondent?
My lord, I have annexed some talaknama, my lord, who is
Talaknama.
talaknama. And
But the talaknama will require maintenance.
maintenance
Maintenance.
during his lifetime, my lord, he
I
was,
got the maintenance. 125 proceeding was there.
You got the maintenance.
I
Then,
got the maintenance till his death, man.
so then it is a divorce.
No, maintenance means minor and the wife. No finding of divorce, minor. I denied.
He says talaknama.
Talaknama is minor. Your Lord kindly say talaknama they have annexed. I do not know.
and that was
I don't have
exhibited,
any
my lord.
knowledge about that, man.
And that talaknama was exhibited and the one in the
So
one.
as per the rule as it stands today, the oldest surviving widow will get it.
That is true, my lord.
Ah.
But whether the divorced wife, my lord,
So you have to now convince the court that there's a divorce.
yes, my lord, I have
On what
filed,
basis?
I have filed the.
There's a register of Muslim marriage and divorces. Whether it was registered, divorce was registered or not.
My lord, in that point, my lord, let the matter be fixed, my lord, on another date. I'll convince, my lord. In the, my lord, Muslim Sharia, my lord, divorce is not required to be registered, my lord. Earlier, my lord, it was mere uttering of divorce, it was enough, my lord. But later on, my lord.
How will this question of fact be determined by the court and on what basis?
That is true, my lord, that is.
Then you file a suit.
That requires, my lord, the civil court to decide.
So
my
you
lord.
go to the civil court and challenge it.
But my lord, the pension has been, my lord.
The pension will go to the eldest surviving.
But I am
Unless
the,
you show us
my lord,
that
I am
she-
the nominee, my lord. I am the
No,
nominee.
no. Under the rules, if there are more than 2 widows, more than one widow, eldest surviving will get it.
That
The
is why, my lord,
nomination will be override.
last day, my lord, this court, my lord, directed them whether nominee can override the rule, my lord. Therefore,
Exactly, nominee cannot override the rule.
that is why, my lord, the affidavit.
No
was
affidavit is required, judgments are there. Law is clear, no nominee can override the rules.
But, my lord-
Supposing, let us say a person has, his wife is X. He decides to nominate Y, who is not a wife or a spouse. Now, under the rules, whether the pension will be payable to Y. The rules say, as per the rules, it is X. Nominee may be anybody.
The division bench judgment, my lord, did not this entitle the second wife. However, the
It is to be decided by the authorities.
my lord,
The authority will obviously require some evidence to take into account your statement that there is a divorce.
now, my lord, my submission would be, my lord, the divorce, my lord, which was executed by the husband during the proceeding, my lord, 125 CRPC, my lord, that my lord, talaknama was exhibited before the learned trial court.
Is
And
there a judicial order that there is a divorce and maintenance is to be paid?
order is not there, but
Then-
she admitted, my lord, she admitted during her
That is
deposition.
for 125 proceeding. That admission cannot be used.
She admitted, my lord, she never challenged, my lord, at that time. Now
Cannot
the
be.
husband died, my lord.
Her status is such, she doesn't require to challenge. It is for you to now challenge. She's the, unless you show there's a divorce, she remains the eldest surviving widow.
My lord, kindly fix another date, my lord, I'll convince. my lord.
All right.
I'll try to convince.
At the request of Mr.
M. Ali, my lord.
M. Ali, learned counsel for the
Respondent number 9.
respondent number 9, matter stands adjourned. To 2nd of February.
Next question, they are getting pension, I am not getting mine.
Huh?
He is getting pension mine now. I am
12th of January.
12 of them.
12th of January, Mr. H.R.A. Chaudhary, assisted by Mr. Sohendra, appears for the petitioner. M.S.D.D. Burman, learned government advocate, additional senior government advocate, appears for the respondents. Matters be listed on 12.
Whether they will require to file affidavit point of this.
Is left to them. Once a direction is issued,
Yes.
if you file it, you file it.
Obliged.
But the
Only if again. they
but
will
the
seek time.
information of whether there was a divorce or not has to be furnished by either of you.
That information we don't have.
They will not have that information.
Obliged.
Pursuant
Yes.
to the order passed on 18/10/23, we have submitted the amended cost title including the headmaster of the concerned school as respondent number 9. Now, Lordship, notice may, probably BTC council
In-
will
in-
receive notice on behalf of respondent number 9.
In deference to
Lordship,
the earlier order dated 23/11/2023, the petitioners have filed amended post title showing
Headmaster,
the
we cannot, no.
newly implemented respondent number 9.
We cannot
Stop.
hear until unless they say so. So one, I know.
Who's respondent 9?
Your Lordship is the headmaster of a provincialized school under the BTC, probably the. training
But
council-
as such, let
may-
notice be issued to the newly implemented respondent number 9, namely, what is the name?
Headmaster of Kamal Singh MB School, Kokrajhat.
Headmaster Kamal Singh MP School, MB
MB School.
School.
Order, special order, so we did.
Steps
order,
by usual
special
course and by
order.
registered post ID.
Fine.
Do you want to take Dusty?
Yes.
Dusty is also permitted. MSP does appears for the BTC authorities. List after the returnable date.
Keep your names.
The petitioners are seeking 3 components of PRS, which was left out, my lord. Now, this is a covert matter. May I give a copy of the judgment? In fact, 2 matters has been disposed of previously by this honorable court, all similarly situated persons.
You have enclosed it.
I have enclosed one. The second one is of July 2023. That is before you looking.
Yes, Mr. Borpuzari. You examine and tell us at 2.
Can be disposed of.
Can be disposed.
Can be disposed of in
In terms of the order dated,
my lord, that is the 24/7/2023.
My lord, passed in WPC number 5836 of 2022. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, heard learned counsel for party, it's disposed. Mr. P. Bharadwaj for petitioner, Mr. Porpujari for respondent number two.
Two, my lord, finance.
Finance, Mr. Upadhyay for
Three.
three. Irrigation Corporation,
These are non-existent, Lord.
Government Corporation, you appear
Lord,
for respondent four
four
and five.
Lord, 3, 4, and
3, 4 and 5, Mr. C.S. Hazarika for respondent 1. Disposed.
Obliged.
Obliged. Please, your lordship. I beg your apology, lordship. I failed to appear on 2 occasions, lordship, and the petition was dismissed for non-prosecution, lordship.
It's for restoration.
Lordship. The petition relates to non-payment of family pension, lordship. In fact, actually, my name was not shown in the cause list. Name of D. Gogoi was shown, so I failed to notice it in the cause list.
Family pension not released.
Not released, lordship. The deceased husband, lordship, husband of the petitioner, he died in 2014, lordship.
We heard learning counsel for the party. This writ petition. Is this, what is this? Miscase
Miscase, lordship.
has been filed seeking restoration of the writ petition, accompanying writ petition being WPC number so and so, which stood dismissed for non-prosecution by the order dated 9/10/2023. Stop. Learned counsel for the applicant submits that on a day when the matter was listed, the cause list did not reflect the names of the petitioner. Where is that cause list?
Lordship, I did not annex the cause list.
Also, there's one other thing. Today also what is happening is that only the GA
Name of
name has
D.
been
Gogoi.
reflected. Others have not been reflected in
Reflected.
today in the respondent side.
It is
Otherwise, I have no objection in this regard.
then
But if he has to produce the causes or something, in that case also the matter can be taken also other day reflecting all the NC hills and all these things. Otherwise, if your lordship grants the restoration, no issue. I don't personally have. any issue.
submits that name of the conducting council, namely Mr. Arbora.
Arbora.
Huh?
Arbora.
Arbora has not been reflected. And instead, name of Mr. D. Gogoi was, is he not engaged in the case, D. Gogoi?
Engaged, lordship. In fact, I informed him to.
Only
take
the
an
name of
initiative,
Mr. D. Gogoi was shown. Stop. It is fairly submitted by the learned counsel for the applicant that although Mr. D. Gogoi is also an engaged counsel, but the case is essentially been conducted by the present counsel, namely Mr. Arbora. But his name was never reflected in the cause list. Stop. Mr. C.S. Hazarika appearing for the respondent
Number
state.
4, respondent number 4, your lord.
Respondent 4 submits that he does not object to the prayer main. Para, having heard learned counsel for the parties and upon perusal of the pleadings on record, and also taking note of the submissions that the name of the council is not reflected in the cause list. This court is of the considered view that the writ petition can be restored to file. Accordingly, order dated 9/10/2023, passed in WPC 5131/2023, stands recalled. Stop. The writ petition WPC 5131 of 2023 stands restored to file. This case accordingly stands disposed of. Stop. In WPC 5131, you write, in view of the order passed in miscase number so and so, WPC stands restored to file. Copy of the order passed in miscase so and so be retained in the case records of WPC 5131. Stop. let the matter be listed in January on a date to be fixed by the registry. Names of all respective councils, including the council for the petition, all councils for the petitioner as well as for the respondents be reflected in the cause list.
Obliged.
In this matter, we have received the affidavit in opposition filed.
Lordship, I have filed it yesterday, Your Lordship. The affidavit in opposition has been filed.
But we received
It's not on record, Your Lordship.
Mr. G. Bordeloy, Learned Standing Council Cooperation Department submits that the affidavit in opposition has been filed yesterday. Mr. J.
J.
Das,
Das.
Learned Council appears for the petition. You have received a copy.
Yes, that's now. Your Lordship.
He
Will
submits
be-
that he has been served with a copy. Accordingly, matter be listed in the month of February
No, Your Lordship, January.
January.
File affidavit in reply.
on after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. Meanwhile, the petitioner is at liberty to file a rejoinder affidavit if so advised. List accordingly. Yes.
Your Lordship order dated 9/8/2023, Your Lordship, anniversary. Whoever directed the respondent number 7, who is the senior account officer pension junior pay and.
Did you take dusty service?
No, Lordship, actually, I have taken permission from this honorable court, but due to some problem of the petitioner, he could not went and approach the authority.
So take it now.
So, Lordship,
You want some more time to take dusty service?
so Lordship, as per instruction of the government.
You don't want to take.
The respondent number 7 has also made communication with the council. So Lordship, I think it's no more required.
It is submitted by the Learned Council for the petitioner that the respondent number
Your Lordship.
7 or 8.
Yes, Lordship, but Lordship, according to the statement of the government, Lordship, they stated that the account status report has not submitted before the authority by the respondent bank, Lordship. Therefore, Lordship, respondent number 9, that is the State Bank of India, may be necessary as a party. So, liberty may be given to take cash justice service to respondent number 7, Lord. That is State Bank of India, Lord.
What are you submitting? Your respondent 7 is senior accounts officer, pension.
Yes.
Respondent 8 is branch manager SBI. You are permitted to take dusty service on respondent 8. And now you are saying you don't want to take.
But in order, Lordship, respondent number 9, that is bank manager, Lord.
Which order?
Your Lordship order. 9
Give us the date of the order. Date of the order,
9/8/2023, Your Lord.
9/8. Thereafter, the last order, come to the last order, 8/11.
Yes, 8/11 also permitted me to take cash justice service, Lord.
Do you have a copy of your writ petition?
Yes, Lordship. I-
Come to page number 6 of your writ petition.
The bank manager, SBI and Outlook, respondent number 8.
Yes, then. Mr. M. Soikia, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits. It requires some time to complete his instructions. Lift up to 4 weeks.
Right.
Challenging the disciplinary proceeding award. The court was placed the other day, the court was directed them to flag mark the relevant portion.
Hmm? What was there?
On the last occasion, Your Lordship,
Uh,
we are directed to
flag mark the record, your lordship, of the disciplinary proceeding.
Okay.
Here, the,
Who is these judgments are rendered, submitted by you? Huh? Oh. There's a bunch of judgments. Who has submitted?
Lordship,
Petitioner.
Lordship.
Okay, we will examine and pass record order. Anything more? It is a case of no evidence, according to you.
Lordship,
No evidence has been proved and due opportunity is not granted. So therefore, the allegations have never been proved.
never.
And the authorities have taken a stand to
In
agree
fact-
with the findings of the inquiry officer. That is your case.
Basically, three statement of allegation or the charges were framed. So
Hmm.
first, the inquiry report concerning, they found the allegation number 2 is not proved. And so far as allegation number 1, the minutes of the proceeding would reveal that no evidence was led with regard to the charge number 1 and 2.
Very well. You give us a short note. We'll close the hearing.
Lordship,
Pass orders.
But also like to place few judgments, your lordship.
Is there anything specific that you want to say besides your claim that it is a case of no evidence?
It also corresponds to, they have a set of rules which governs the disciplinary proceeding. That's basically sasti award, triparty settlement between the parties, concerned employees, government and the. So their detailed procedure has been mentioned how to conduct a the disciplinary proceeding.
That has not been done.
That is not been done.
All right.
So
You are giving us a photocopy of the records.
Photocopy of the records and the judgments, your lordship.
All right.
and out of a set was given to me,
Edu record to provide you. Record to provide you.
Out of the records he has supplied to me, I have just marked few
You give us a short
yes,
written submission
written.
highlighting these issues, including the page numbers, if you have. All right. Hard reserve.
Judgments are not given, it will be supplied. Judgment are not given, it will be supplied. Judgments, all the judgments are not given. Some more are left, we will supply their part.
You give the citations. You don't have to give us photocopies. Just give us the citations. We'll take it out. Citations and paragraph numbers. For what purpose? That's all.
By tomorrow or the after.
You have time till any time till next week, no problem. 1 week, we'll give you 1 week time. Within 1 week. Yes.
In this matter, I am ready, but at 2, some Pathar series matter is fixed in corner 7, I shall not be here, at 2.
If we dismiss this petition, it will take only 5 minutes. Why are you worried about 2?
It can be complained, but no problem, but just.
You are not giving them pension.
Yes, yes.
That is the only.
Where is, my lord?
Give them pension.
Pension is not applicable, my lord.
Some financial relief at the fag end of their
That
life.
we have
my lord.
already given, my lord. Financial relief we have given, I am happy with.
Keep it for reopening then. We'll keep it for reopening.
My lord.
As requested by the learned counsel for the party. List again on.
Date will fix, Lord.
11th, sorry, 18th. 18 January. 18 January.
My
It's all right.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, kindly matter me password for the time being. My senior is in court number 5.
Yes, Mr. Petitioner in person? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Huh? Who's for the petitioner? Huh?
Lordship will be 38.
I'm sorry, my lord. I was told in the counter that it is still number 39.
Yes.
Kindly, Your Lordship, matter me password for the time being. My senior is in court number 5.
All right, at 2 o'clock then.
Like,
Lordship, in this case, some mistake has been occurred, Lordship. Take method should be year of 2007, Lordship. Wrongly take 2017 methods, Lordship. Kindly see the page 40 of writ petition, Lordship. Page 40 of writ petition.
Page?
40.
40.
40 of writ petition.
40. Yes.
WPC number 4787 2007. Here one second paragraph referring the order dated 28/5/2008.
4787 of 2017 has been tagged.
Yes.
All right. It is submitted by MS R.V. Boral and its standing counsel, PTC, as also by Mr. I.H. Soikyal and counsel for the petitioner, that the writ petition was directed to be listed along with 4787 of 2007, when instead the WPC 4787 of 2017 has been listed.
And
The
order,
learned
in order
counsel,
also, Lordship, 17 has been-
which order you're referring to? 30? Which order you're referring to?
Last order, Lordship.
Page number?
Page 40.
Page 40. Page 40 of the writ petition.
Oh, but the last order, there was a direction.
Yes, Lordship, that is
Wrongly typed. as
wrongly
17 minutes
typed
to
by-
1907.
The writ petitions are listed in view of the earlier direction of this court dated 12/12/2023. Stop. It is however submitted that the writ petition of writ petition being WPC 4787 of 2007, which is required to be listed along with these matters. Accordingly, registry is directed to verify and list the appropriate matters as directed.
Other matter may be segregated.
The other writ petitions shown to be listed, namely 4785 2017, 4787 2017, and 4789 of 2017 stand segregated. List in the month of January on a date to be fixed by the registry.
I also took instructions, the person, there's a DP going on against him. So that's why, his pension is not being finalized. My lord can dispose it off since the DP is of the year 2009. DP is of 2020. No, DP will conclude the DP within a time frame and finalize, my lord.
Finalize what? How do you know what will be the outcome of the DP?
Draft charges are put to my lord, subject to outcome of the DP, my lord can put it.
Oh, what kind of an order would that be? You file your response.
Okay.
You give the status on after reopening. Mr. D. Gogoi, Learned Counsel for the Forest Department, is permitted further time to complete his instructions with regard to the status of the disciplinary proceeding initiated against the petitioner. Matter be posted again on 5th of January.
5th, I can bring the status.
Yes, 5th of January, 2023, Mr. L. Mohan appears for the petitioner. Please
All right.
represent Mr. Hassan for Accountant General. Yes.
Lordship is taking it up for final disposal.
Well, it depends on the councils if they are willing to.
Today, I had one matter where I had to argue and I had to prepare. Some
accommodation is sought for. We are completing his sentence. Yes, Mr. Toto.
Malad, I leave it to Lordship, Malad. Senior is Malad, making his submission.
There was one matter where I had to.
All right, then we matter be
Matter
listed
is
again for admission hearing on 18th
of January.
18 January. Yes.
There are 2-3 matters already on 18th.
All right, then 25th of January.
Yes.
25th.
Or 24th, it will be convenient for me. 24th.
24th is a miscellaneous day.
Miscellaneous day.
We should have it on a hearing day because this will require some.
Then let it be 23rd, madam.
23rd. All right, 23rd January. At the request of the learned additional agent for the state. D. Mazumdar, assisted by D. Mazumdar. Yes. Mr. M.
Twenty-seven, Lordship, I have got the instructions, Lordship, I am required to file an affidavit because after Justice Gyani Singh, Gyani's case, there has been some amendment. Now he has to complete that period, and that Justice Gyani's case was under the Supreme Court's salary conditions. It will be a little bit different, Lordship.
We mean to say that
He has to complete it.
you have found a way to get around
Lordship.
by way of an amendment. Bring it on record then.
Let's see what amendment they're speaking of, because what amendment they're speaking of, let's see, because I'm not aware of any.
Because
that amendment
that case will no longer hold the field in his case.
So let us see the amendment.
Lordship.
Because that was based on a Karnataka High Court judgment, which has got nothing to do with the judge's appointment. Totally different
Mr.
on
R.K. Dev
settlement
Chaudhary,
employee.
learned DSGI, submits that there is a subsequent amendment brought in by the government pursuant to the directions of this court rendered in Virendra Dutt Gyani versus Union of India, dated in 2018, TLT 26. He prays for some accommodation and submits that the matter be listed in the month of January.
Lordship.
Mr. M. Dotto, Learned Counsel, does not take to the prayer in view of the fact that some amendment has been brought in. Let the matter be listed on 25th January.
25th, I will not be there, Lordship. If it can be on 22nd or 29th, Lordship.
There will be on 22nd. 22nd January. Yes, Mr. Dotto, I think we have heard enough.
My lord, I'll just take 5 minutes time. I will
Oh.
place two decisions of the Honorable Appeals Court, my lord.
Okay.
Already I have filed those decisions. The lordship may take up 2007 1 SCC 603. that is in regard to court's interference with the decision of experts.
Two thousand?
2007 1 SCC 603. The Lordship got that.
Yes.
Lordship may see at paragraph 8, my lord, page 607.
Yes.
It has to be ensured that the examiners who make the evaluation of answer papers are really equipped for the job. The paramount consideration in such cases is the ability of the examiner. The board has bounden duty to select such persons as examiners who have the capacity, capability to make evaluation, and they should really be equipped for the job. Otherwise, the very purpose of evaluation of answer papers would be frustrated. Nothing should be left to show even an apprehension about lack of fairness, fair assessment. It is true that evaluation of two persons cannot be equal on golden scales, but wide variation would affect credibility of the system of evaluation. If for the same answer one candidate gets higher mark than another, that would be arbitrary. As indicated above, the scope for interference in matters of evaluation of answer papers is very limited. For compelling reasons and apparent infirmity in evaluation, the court step in. Care should be taken to see that examiners who have been appointed for a particular subject belong to the same faculty. Now, these are the different things, my lord. Now, ultimately, the scope is very limited. If there is really some arbitrariness, capriciousness, in that case only, your lordship will step in, otherwise not. And then the next decision, my lord, that is 1995 3 SCC 486. Paragraph, I'll take your lordships to paragraph 10. This is also in the similar line, page 493.
Yes.
Therefore, the result of the interview test on merits cannot be successfully challenged by a candidate who takes a chance to get selected at the said interview and who ultimately finds himself to be unsuccessful. It is also to be kept in view that in this petition, we cannot sit as a court of appeal and try to reassess the relative merits of the candidates concerned who had been assessed at the oral interview, nor can the petitioner successfully argue before us that they were given less marks, though their performance was better. It is for the interview committee, which amongst others consisted of a sitting high court judge, to judge the relative merits of the candidates who were orally interviewed in the light of the guidelines laid down by the relevant courts governing such interviews. Therefore, the assessment on merits as made by such an expert committee cannot be brought in challenge only on the ground that the assessment was not proper, but justifies as that would be the function of an appellate body, and we are certainly not acting as a court of appeal over the assessments made by such an expert committee. And that's all, man. That is the legal position.
Okay.
Much obliged.
Okay. Heard, reserved.
Lordship, just can I say something?
Yes.
Actually, Lordship, the previous day during hearing, learning senior counsel, sir, he tried to interpret the affidavit to just prove that the APRs were in existence and were given to me, 2008-9. Lordship, I want to, with your permission, submit the two letters. In fact, these are the replies given by bank to CIC, where they have categorically stated that these two APRs were never available with the bank, and they've never given me these two APRs. So it's a false statement that they have considered my APR for 2008 and 2009.
That you have already submitted, because
These documents, Lordship, I have not submitted.
no, these documents you have to submit, then you have to file it by way of an affidavit or something. Otherwise, you'll have to serve.
Just
them a
to
copy.
support my argument. Otherwise, it's okay. Lordship, I have already submitted it.
No. You can submit any document, but there is a procedure. You have to file it by way of an affidavit, and you have to serve them a copy. For the option that in case they want to object to these documents, it will have to be recorded. Otherwise, it goes unrecorded. Me accepting these documents across the board,
yes,
they will not get an opportunity to understand.
I have a copy right now. Also, I have a copy. Anyway,
You serve a copy, and if they have no objection, we'll accept it.
I have a copy.
You can
You want, I can give you a copy also. If they're not, they can.
My lord, I'll have to go through it then, my lord, again, have to
But in
get some
anyway,
instruction.
In the affidavit also, in the second paragraph, it is clearly mentioned that they don't have the copies of APR for 2008 and 2009.
That's what we said. It
Yes,
is already
exactly.
there.
And my lord, regarding the references he had made from the repeated readings, from the limited readings he has read from the judgments and what I understand, these are all relating to procedural issues of the interview. My case is that I was not even called for the interview. I was arbitrarily rejected even before the interview commenced. So I think these judgments are not truly applicable in my case. This is my humble submission.
Okay.
He was not selected for a simple reason. He got 59 marks where he ought to have get at least 60.
That's the whole issue.
That's
If
the
he,
reason.
if he had got 50 marks, perhaps he would not have had a grievance.
Then the
Just one
judgment of
mark.
this honorable court was not complied. Because there is a clear instruction to make an objective review. That was not done. And they stuck to that original position that I got 59.
All right. We have heard. Thank you.
Much obliged.
Heard. CAV.
Much obliged.